So, well, welcome everyone. I'm Dr. Ross. I'm the Associate Director for the Masters in Chemistry program at University of Pennsylvania. And we're just going to have a little presentation to tell you about our program. And let me go ahead and get started. Does anybody want to introduce themselves? Or you just want me to go ahead and get started? Give me a little.
I will really quickly.
Okay, great.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rai Brody. I am the administrative coordinator for the program. So I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I'm not a chemist at all. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to be dropping some links throughout the presentation. So if there's something that you'd like to learn more about, just keep an eye on the chat.
All right, great. All right, let me go ahead and get started. I have my little PowerPoint presentation. Can everybody see that? Just give me a little hands up. So welcome to Penn. Of course, we're in University of Pennsylvania, and we're located in Philadelphia. And this is the professional master's program in chemistry. So we're geared for people to find a job right after graduation, or going to medical school, or to a PhD program. This is one entrance into the chemistry building, and we are part of the School of Arts and Sciences. We are the College of Liberal and Professional Studies, and we're embedded in the Department of Chemistry. And the same courses that the doctoral candidates take, our students do as well. So this helps you focus on your career after graduation, or like I said, to go to medical school or to a PhD program. It's for students that have graduated with a bachelor's degree and they're intrigued about doing research, and they want to go ahead and find out more about it. They're maybe not sure if they want to go into a 5-year doctoral program, but they just want to see what furthering their education will do, and it's an excellent program. It builds your professional and skills development. It's designed for recent graduates and working professionals. It is a 2-year program, full-time. We do have part-time students, and that's usually 4 to 5 years. You have access to all the state-of-the-art research facilities and the professors, and the courses are the same as the PhD level courses. We have different faculty areas of focus, and I have here a new building that they're building as we speak. And that's going to be for energy chemistry research. Of course, batteries are really important. So we have in our areas of faculty focus is the synthesis and characterization of new compounds and materials, chemistry of life processes, nanoscale materials and molecular devices, chemistry of the environment, and energy and hydrogen economy. The chemistry department is a complex of 4 buildings totaling 166,000 square feet. It has multiple facilities and centers. We have, of course, quite a number, 10 NMRs. That's nuclear magnetic resonance. It's used in a lot of organic chemistry. And we have 1 600 megahertz, 6 500 megahertz, and 1 400, 1 360, and 1 300. So lots of resources. We have a mass spec facility. We have GC mass spec. We're actually putting in a grant to get another GC mass spec that has the NIST database linked to it. So that will really help in identifying compounds. LC mass spec, LC top, high-res mass spec, ESI. We have an X-ray facility, so Bruker diffractometer, and we have a biological chemical resource center. Oops, let me go back. We have shared instrumentation for MALDI, TOF, PrEP, HPLC, stop flow, and ITC. We have a cell culture facility, scientific glass blowing facility. We have chemistry computing facility. We have our own chemistry help desk for computers, which is great. We have numerous servers, clusters, department owned and principal investigator owned. We have molecular modeling, simulation, mathematics, software packages, Cambridge structural databases, and plenty of other resources. Especially we have the chemistry library located right close to our offices, in fact. The curriculum is 10 CUs, a minimum. It's about 30 semester hours a week. So you have a pro seminar, which is 1 CU required, a core concentration of 4 to 6 CUs, elective courses 2 to 4 CUs, and you have optional independent study. Now you have an applied capstone research project, which I'll get into more. So 1 CU is like a 3-credit class at another institution, okay? So our pro seminar course, which I'm teaching right now, it makes sure everybody's on the same page coming in with scientific method. You can search scientific databases, research design, professional scientific communication, and ethics. And this is taken the first semester. Then we have concentrations for our students, and that includes biological chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, environmental chemistry, and materials chemistry. And so students apply to the program, and usually their strengths are like what they took as an undergraduate, what they're really interested in. And so usually they've taken, like, if you're interested in organic chemistry, you would have taken maybe an upper level organic advanced class or something like that. So we look at your transcripts to see what courses you took, and you make sure that if you want to go into physical chemistry, that you have all the physics and the math you need to go ahead and do well in the program. So our capstone requirement is an applied research project to highlight the skills and knowledge you've gained in the program. And this will help you focus on your career goals. You can work with a current or potential employer, and you have applied projects which are preferred over theoretical. So this is, you're in the lab, you're embedded in the research lab doing your own capstone research project. So during your pro-seminar class, you'll go ahead and attend research seminars by the faculty in the chemistry department, and you'll be visited by our affiliates, and they will give seminars about the research going on in their labs as well. We also have Penn Medicine, which is right across the street, and there's lots of research going on there. And they love our students because our students are highly focused, and academically they're very, very good. So you're in high demand, and you really have a good choice to make. So you'll select actually 3 faculty advisors you're interested in, and this is in your research interest area. And then you'll go ahead and identify like your favorite. Once that goes ahead and gets approved, you'll come up with a secondary reader, which will be usually somebody in the chemistry department. So it will help you have a resource to back up your capstone research, and you can ask questions to them and everything. You'll prepare and submit a proposal. Then you'll go ahead and start a research project in the summer, and it will go on for 6 to 9 months. And then you'll prepare and submit a report at the end, which is called a capstone research project. And then you'll present that work in a seminar and also a poster presentation, and then you'll graduate. So across our street is Penn Medicine. I look out my window and I see the hospitals right there. And we have very close proximity to the research centers that are there, as well as we have affiliates. And these are our affiliations. We have the Monell Chemical Census Center, USDA. We work with the Chemical and Nanoparticulate Synthesis Corps, Exalta, GSK, Bloomberg Institute, and B Labs, which is right in Philadelphia. They're associated with the Bloomberg. They're more biological chemistry. And the Wistar Institute, and that's new this year. And these are some projects that are based on students' concentration. And so synthesis of properties of rare earth, and that's materials inorganic. Now materials, you could do materials organic, inorganic, or physical chemistry. And so you could kind of design, especially what you're interested in and what your research advisor is doing. You can also do a research project like this, roles of taste receptor mediated pathways and systemic inflammation, that's biological, or molecular basis of encapsulation of positively supercharged green fluorescent protein by ferritin, that's another biological, or the nutrigenomics of gut biome, microbiome, which is a biological, or an inorganic, which is this dendritic ligands for nanoparticulates, and then one organic one that's other than like a synthesis would be single electron transfer and live radical polymerization of nonpolar monomers. And then we have the physical chemistry where they're working with Cryo-G intermediates from isoprene ozonolysis. We have many, many different types of research. So our professional development is really important because a lot of our students, after 2 years, they go into industry, get jobs, and they want a practical application for the coursework they're doing. So we have seminars, we have cohort building activities, networking, mentoring, professional communication skills, and this makes our students highly sought after in industry. This is a picture of a poster presentation where we have invited people from industry to come and talk with our students, and the students are presenting their poster presentations. We also have fun. So even though the pandemic put a little crimp in our activities, we did find time in January to make s'mores on the back deck, and also visiting the local museums. We get into Penn Museum free, and there's a lot of museums in Philadelphia that like one day a month they'll allow students to get in free, so that's nice. Our statistics right now, we have 52 active students, 38% female, 64% male, about 82% full-time. We have an average of 20 students admitted per year. We have mostly international students. We'd like to build our domestic student population, but a lot of our students, this is a way to get into the academic in the United States and get their foot in the door. And this program helps them segue in a safe and meaningful way to get into graduate programs. And also, I'll talk about a little later, they can actually work after in industry. So all of our international students are from STEM backgrounds. They can do internships, what is called curriculum practical training, which is available after their second semester, so in the summer. And then you can also be have paid work after graduation, and that's optional practical training, OPT, for extended time. I think it's 18 months. And that's very useful because really, you know, industry, they want people that have training so that they can get up to speed really fast. So this is really perfect for our students. What's the typical major? Not all students are chemistry majors, but they have a very strong science background, and they have the minimum requirements are calculus, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, and physics. And this is one of our outings at the Constitution Center. We have students that are get positions at universities, at biological startups, and as organic chemists, and also at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston. And we have students that have been placed with Bloomberg Institute as well. So they did their graduate research there, and then they were hired later in that position. So about 45% of our students go to PhD programs, and we've had some matriculation into the UPenn chemistry department, also to University of Texas pharmacology or UCLA. We also had a student recently that went into Chicago, Illinois University. So our application deadlines for next fall, we only accept in the fall. Early decision deadline would be December 15th. This is great for international students because you can start the paperwork, and then it's the decision is you know the decision. And then, but if you can't make that early decision deadline, we do extend it to April 15th. We would prefer, and we really should have the international students by March 15th because of all the delays with visas and everything, especially with the pandemic. So we did have a couple cases where students weren't able to get here, so they had a delay for a year. So it's better to apply sooner than later. So this is the picture of us at a graduation dinner. We all went out for dinner last year, and some of our application requirements are the CollegeNet application. It's online. You have an application essay, an application fee. You need to have your transcripts. I think you can put unofficial ones, but eventually we'll need the official ones, a resume. You'll need TOEFL scores if English is not your first language, and we need 2 to 3 letters of recommendation. The GRE scores we haven't been requiring. If you have them, then it's great because it helps us know if you may need some help in a certain area or not. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. This is my email, and there's Rye's email. So you're more than welcome to ask questions. And thank you for your attention.